Hi MTS crew, we're getting ready to make a chicken soup. I love making soups, especially when the weather starts to change. They're good and they're good for you. So our ingredients today is going to be 3-bean chili soup mix. I love that. I got that from Aldi's. Macaroni, any brand, fresh spinach, crushed tomatoes, kidney beans, corn, whole kernel corn, sweet corn. I love Tone's product. Tone's chicken seasoning, celery, bell pepper, onion, and the mini bell peppers too. We had those, so we want to use those up. And we're ready. Y'all, with our thrift store bowls, we are ready to eat. Let's take it to the stove, y'all. Okay, MTS crew, I got the bird in, and I'm cooking it in a roaster today because I'm cooking enough soup for my daughter and her family, and for my niece and her family. So I always cook. I mean, it's just hard for me to cook a small amount of anything. So I have it in a roaster pan. The roaster pan cooks good on the stove. It don't burn or anything. I cook everything in this pan. And I told you the old pans are the best pans. So I got my chicken face down in here. I'm going to add garlic powder, about 2 tablespoons full, black pepper, 2 tablespoons, salt, 2 tablespoons, onion powder, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of Tone's. I love it because it's creamy, it's not powdery. I love this. So 2 tablespoons of that. Okay. And I'm going to use half of my celery and bell pepper. Now this is celery and onions. I'm going to start it off with half of it. Then I'm going to come back with the rest of the vegetables. But what I want to do is, I want to let this chicken cook down until it's falling off the bone. I'm going to put all the vegetables in there later, and then I'm going to take the chicken out and take it off the bone because we don't want any bones in this soup. And then we're going to add everything back in. We're going to add some more celery and bell pepper. We're going to add celery and bell pepper. We're going to add our tomato. We're going to add everything. But I like my chicken to cook and get seasoned up first, and then I'll take it off the bone, and then I continue with the soup because we're going to let this cook until everything is tender, and when it's finished cooking, it's going to be well seasoned. So we just put the rest of our items in here, and we're going to be ready to have some soup. And I'm going to make some Mexican cornbread with this. Oh, 2 items I forgot to tell you about that I'm going to add in here. I'm going to add some chopped up portobello mushrooms, and I'm also going to add some sliced okra, but the okra is going to be the very last thing. The okra and the macaroni is going to be the very last thing that I add in here, okay? So when this cooks down and we take the chicken off the bone, then we'll be ready to add everything else because it won't take that long for it to cook. And we'll be right back, y'all. Y'all, I hope y'all can hear me. I have one of those automatic fans on my microwave, so it comes on when the stove starts to get hot, so I don't have any control over that. Sorry, y'all. This chicken has been cooking. It's tender. So we're going to take it out, put it in a bowl. We're going to take that fat off, and we're going to let it cool for a minute, and we're going to chop that off. Chop it up. There's no more chicken in there, so we're going to chop this chicken up, and that's straight up broth. Okay, we're going to put the rest of the bell pepper and celery and onions in. tomatoes. We're going to put 2 cans of crushed tomatoes in here. We're going to put some fresh spinach in there. We're going to put some mushrooms, red and green bell peppers, orange red peppers, yellow bell peppers. We're going to put the seeds and all, y'all, in there. We're going to put the corn and the strained canned corn and the strained kidney beans in here. Okay. Package of soup mix. This is delicious, y'all. Let's rinse these out together. Okay, we're gonna stir this, and we're just gonna let this cook down. We're gonna put okra in here. And we're going to put some, maybe 2 hands full of macaroni in there. Not much, because, you know, macaroni, it kind of absorbs. So we're going to let this do its thing. We're going to put the top back on it. Then we're going to come back when it cooked down some. We're going to put our chicken in there, chopped up. And then we'll be ready for some soup. We're going to do the cornbread. Okay, y'all, we're getting ready to make our Mexican cornbread. The first thing I did was I added 2 cups of meal in here. 2 cups of meal. I always put a box of Jiffy Mix in my cornbread. You don't have to. Okay. Half a teaspoon of sugar. That's just me, y'all. And you would think it'll be overly sweet, but it's not. I'm gonna go ahead and add my buttermilk. A cup of buttermilk. 2 eggs. Get that mixed up. I'm probably gonna need some more buttermilk, but I'm gonna put cream corn in here, so you have to be careful. You don't want it to where it's falling apart when you cut it. So I'll add just a little more buttermilk in here, maybe a half a cup. You have to kind of wing this. Okay. Now, after I get all of my ingredients in here, if I feel like I need more buttermilk, I'll go ahead and get it. 2 stalks of onion. Those are the green onion. A small can of pimentos. About 6 chopped up jalapenos. A half a can of whole kernel corn. Now, I'm going to wean it with my cream corn. We're going to see. This is a half a can of cream corn. I'll just go ahead and put it all in there. Okay. just leave it. Okay, a half a stick of butter. Okay, we're gonna stir this together. I'm still going to use a little bit more buttermilk. Sorry, y'all. With this, you got to really be for sure. So, to be on the safe side, I'll use a little bit more buttermilk. It's just about right, just like I like it. Make sure you get it stirred from the bottom real good. And everything is, y'all, I'm sorry, my phone is shaking. Okay. Everything stirred from the bottom. Now, if I was making this for somebody and if I was taking it out, I would put maybe 3 drops of yellow food color in there just for the color. Okay. Just sit it right here. 1 second, y'all. This is my skillet that's going in the oven. I'll pour some oil in there. Stir that. Now this is some good cornbread. You can add as much, as many jalapenos as you want, but we don't want that much. We didn't want to add that many. It's going to be some good cornbread, y'all. Sis, if you'll come and hold this up. This is Sister Pam, y'all. Hey. Now, would you pour that in there for me? Come to this side. Usually I like thin cornbread, but this is going to be kind of thick here. And we like the thick Mexican cornbread. Okay? Okay, y'all, this is going in the oven, and we'll be right back in a sec. Cornbread fresh out of the oven, y'all. We finna get ready to cut this cornbread, and we're gonna add our other ingredients to the soup, and we're finished. Going in with the chicken. There's enough soup to feed an army. And it's probably going to feed about 8 to 10 people. I'm going to let that cook down a little bit. The last thing I'm going to do is add my okra and a few noodles. Cornbread in the oven, y'all. Be ready in a minute, MTS crew. Okay. We're going in with a cup full of elbow macaroni. Any kind of macaroni you want to do. As much okra as you like. We like okra. And we're gonna move this off the eye because this is an electric stove. We're gonna move it off the eye. And you have your noodles in there and your okra. I don't really cook these. I let the steam from the soup cook. So we're gonna move this and let it sit up for maybe about 30 minutes, maybe to an hour, and then we'll be ready for some soup, y'all. Okay, y'all, the soup is ready. It's hot. And it's going to be filling. So I'm going to serve up a plate, y'all. A bowl, rather. Y'all, we're getting ready to have our soup and Mexican cornbread. Plenty of vegetables. Y'all, we ready. Thank y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. It really would be appreciated. And do me a favor, be good to yourself. And if you be good to yourself, you have no other choice but to be good to others. Me and Sister Pam finna have us some hot soup, y'all. Bye.